My name is Ayodeji and I'm a Canadian immigrant from Nigeria. On today's episode of Canadian Immigrants, Challenges and Triumph, I bring to you my guest, Olabukonla. She's a Canadian immigrant from Nigeria. She owns a business called CX1 Stop, which is a customer experience outfit that provides training as well as consultancy for businesses in Canada. And she's here today to really tell us about her experience, why she made certain decisions in Canada. My first question, which is always the easiest, is why did you leave Nigeria to Canada?
I wanted a place where we can actually make long-term plans and get the children pretty good education at a more affordable. Education is free in Canada. It wasn't free in Nigeria. If you wanted good education, you had to pay for it. So I just wanted more stability for my family. That's it. That's why we came to Canada.
Wow, stability, which is really okay in terms of how the situation in Nigeria is at the moment. You actually have a business in Canada. Did you just start the business when you came into Canada, or you've been doing that business since you were in Nigeria?
Okay, so what's the best way to answer this now? Well, I just restarted the business in Canada. However, I left my job in December 2018 to start a business in Nigeria. So I had been running my own business before our Canadian application was approved, and then we came to Canada. I had to take a 9 to 5 for a while until we got a little bit more stable, and now I recently left my job to start my business. So the name of the business is CX1 Stop. We we support small business owners with winning and keeping customers with by providing one-on-one consultation sessions, and also live training programs and online training programs. I also just started a program for fellow immigrants who want to start running their business in Canada. It's a less traveled route, so I just thought to have a community where we can all support one another and provide information and provide peer-to-peer support, just so more immigrants would be encouraged to start their own businesses. If they had been running their businesses back home, they would be encouraged to start a business here in Canada rather than going back to 9 to 5, just because they're probably confused or they don't know what to do and how to go about starting their business. So the program just basically provides information, provides a network, provides training, and just provides personal development resources for newcomers in Canada who want to start their own businesses, and also for people running their businesses already but who also need this kind of support.
Oh, great! That was really nice. Your Facebook page emphasizes more on creating a business in Canada, and what really brought about the idea? Because I know that so many immigrants are not geared towards, from research really, and from what I've read, I know that so many immigrants are not totally up for businesses. They would rather work the 9 to 5 and that's all is. But you are taking a different route, which is you're placing more emphasis on business, on creating business in Canada.
Yes, and I just realized that I didn't tell you the name of the program. The name of the program is The Successful Newcomer, and we kicked off with a Facebook group where we share all of these things that I mentioned earlier. The decision to start that program, the Successful Newcomer program, was born out of my own experience. When our application to come to Canada was approved, I was upset. I didn't want to come because I felt like I had dedicated a lot of time to building my business in Nigeria, and all of a sudden our application was approved, and I knew that I would have to like sort of dump that and come to Canada and probably try to do a 9 to 5. To make matters worse, most of the people I was talking to were, providing information on how to get a job, how to get a job, how to get a job, and how to get a job. So it was just really discouraging for me. And then I was just really stubborn. I just knew that I couldn't go back full time to 9 to 5. I knew I would have to do 9 to 5. I might have to do 9 to 5 for a bit of time, but I knew that I wanted to do my own business. So I was really stubborn. And now that I've started my own business, thinking about my experience, I realized that there are probably other newcomers in my shoes, and I can actually cut that journey short for them by sharing my own experience, providing support, providing information, all of the knowledge I have gained in the last 1 year, together with the knowledge from other people, experts in Canada, people who have been running their own businesses. If I'm able to find a group or a program where I share all of that information with aspiring immigrants or newcomers in Canada who want to start their own business, I can help to make the journey a bit easier and shorter for them. So that's why I decided to start the program, to start the group, and there's been a lot of interest already, and people have been joining the group, and activities will be kicking off full time in July.
Oh, that's great. When you came to Canada, what were some of the challenges you faced that were unanticipated?
Okay, I really wouldn't say unanticipated, because the truth is, once our application in Nigeria, our Canadian Express Entry application got approved, I just went into a research overdrive. So I sort of knew about all of the potential challenges. However, I didn't know how, I didn't really understand the degree to which those things would be a challenge. A typical example is the fact that there's no domestic help here in Canada. I knew that would be a challenge for me, but I didn't know that it would almost send me into depression. So because then it became a challenge for me to manage my time dealing with the kids, the family, and trying to start my own business and then still doing my 9 to 5. It was really tough, but with my really supportive partner, I was able to, get through it. We're still work in progress. It's still a challenge for us, but we're working through it together, and we just support each other with that. So I would say the fact that there's no domestic help is a huge challenge for me.
Well, no, it's certainly do it yourself in Canada, and I'm hoping that a whole lot of people coming in and people that are already in can understand this, because a whole lot of people come into Canada thinking it's just plain sailing, but there are a lot of challenges too, but as well as opportunities as well. You've been in Canada for quite a while, so tell us how has it been in general?
Okay, I would say it's been wonderful. It's been a roller coaster, actually. Sometimes at the earlier stages it was a little bit, the adjustments and things like that. And there's one thing that people don't talk about enough: the challenges of parenting in Canada. It's a totally different system here, how you discipline the kids, and how there's really no help at all in terms of, I know I mentioned the domestic help earlier, but then also with the children, it's just you and them. So, and then the school system and all of these things. So I feel like that's another thing that's been a bit challenging. But generally, I would say life in Canada has been wonderful. I love the fact that things are a lot more predictable. I know exactly where I'm going to. If I need to go out now, I know exactly when I need to leave and when I will get to that destination. I love that about Canada. I love the fact that there are basic amenities and the government is extremely supportive. So I would say life in Canada has been wonderful, honestly. Apart from the fact that we had to go through the initial stages of settling down, you know, getting a car, that was really tough. Not having a car in it at the initial stages, but then it's been great. It's been wonderful, honestly.
Wow. And so, what tips can you um, give to aspiring immigrants that are coming in, or probably newcomers that are finding it very difficult to adapt to the system? I'm sure you probably can have one or two tips that you can give to them.
Okay. Good thing you mentioned one or two, because I was going to ask how many. I have like 1,000. Okay, so I would say the first thing for me is to know what you want. Have an idea of what you want, even if you're not crystal clear. Have an idea of what you want so you can know what to look out for in terms of opportunities and the kind of programs you need to sign up for, and just things like that. So knowing what you want, it really helps. It helps to guide your steps and your actions. The other thing I would say is be careful with DIY. Be really careful with do it yourself. I know that people often say that Canada is the country of do it yourself, especially for newcomer immigrants who really cannot afford. So when I said that there's no domestic help, there's actually domestic help, just that it's pretty expensive for a new immigrant. So usually people would then tell you to do it yourself. What I found with trying to do everything myself was that it was affecting my time management, and I wasn't able to get a lot of other things done in terms of my career and the plans I had for myself professionally, and it was affecting me mentally. So I have learned to outsource and delegate. So I would say when you can delegate or outsource, please do. Or what the other thing you can do is to ask for help, connect with people of, not necessarily from your background, whoever you can connect with them, ask for help, look for people who have a similar, situation like yours, so you can support one another. Like you need to go shopping, you need to get a place to someone to watch the kids, and things like that. So I would say be careful with DIY, delegate when you can, ask for help, and just try to connect with people who have a similar situation as you, just so you can support one another.
Wow, that was fantastic. That was really great. I would just like to round it off by asking this question: did you really regret leaving Nigeria, despite everything that you have actually gone through in Canada, having to start again, and a whole lot of other things?
I do not regret leaving Nigeria. I totally miss Nigeria. I miss Nigerian food. I miss my mom and my family. But I don't regret leaving Nigeria. Honestly, I have moved a lot faster here in Canada. I would say maybe because of the experience that experience didn't go to waste after all, because I've been able to apply that experience that I gained in the 1 year that I was running my business in Nigeria to running my business here in Canada. So I don't regret leaving Nigeria. I thought I was going to regret it, but I don't regret leaving Nigeria because, like I said, it's been wonderful in Canada. The support here is from the government is phenomenal. So I will definitely go back to Nigeria at some point, but I don't regret leaving Nigeria.
Wow. So on a final note, I would like to thank our guests for coming or sparing our time to really come on this podcast, and I really appreciate it. So until next week, when I will be bringing you more Canadian immigrants to tell their stories, their triumphs, their challenges, I would say bye.